So, if you enjoyed this video, no. Hey guys, welcome to the Knit Now, Swatch Later podcast. My name is Courtney and I'm coming to you from Pennsylvania, where I live with my husband and our 2 cats and 2 dogs. This is a knitting podcast where I primarily talk about knitting, but I also share whatever other crafty nonsense I have been getting into in the last couple of weeks. You can find me on Instagram as Knit Now Swatch Later and on Ravelry as Pup, and you can find my handmade project bags over at whiterosefibercompany.com. So today I have a couple of finished objects to show you guys. So I'm just going to jump right in with this project that you guys have not seen in a long time. I started it about 10 months ago. This is my sunshine donut that I finally just finished last week, I think. I started this for my friend's daughter. I think when I found out that she was having her second daughter. So I made this for the first one that I babysit every week. And then I lost steam on it. I finished the donut part in like a couple days. I think I've shown it on the podcast. But these little ray things took forever because they're so tiny. And just the hook, I used like a C hook, which is like a negative 2.5 or a negative 2.5 millimeter, I think. So yeah, tiny hooks, lots of small pieces, but I finally finished it because her mom told me that they are having a donut themed birthday party for her. So I was like, perfect, I know what I'm doing, because this was already like more than halfway done. So have that finished in plenty of time for her birthday. And then I also have a finished pair of socks. These are my vanilla zebra striped socks. The yarn is from 3 Tulips Yarn Company. I only have one on the blocker, and here's the other one. I knit these on a US size 1 2.25 millimeter needle, and I just knit, I think I did magic loop for these. Maybe. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, so they're done, and I can finally add a new pair of socks to my drawer. I have not been really feeling socks lately. Usually they're like my go-to for like car knitting or whatever, but I just haven't been gravitating towards socks lately. I think I've just been having a lot of problems with my hands lately, being sore and stiff, so I think that's all it is. I've just been taking a break from like small circumference knitting. But with that being said, I have also finished the first sock. These are for Ben. These are the green zebra vanilla socks. The yarn is also from 3 Tulips Yarn Company, and I knit a shorty sock for him. And I did the same thing. These were on US size 1 2.25 millimeter needles. These were Haya magic loop, whatever they're, Haya circular needles, that's what they're called. So yeah, I'm kind of working through the socks that I have on the go right now, and I'm planning on I have one more project I'm going to show you guys in WIPs that I've started as kind of like a palette cleanser project. And then I'm going to go back through and finish the second sock. So I have this second sock that I need to knit, and I also have a pair of socks I started for my mom that I finished the first sock and I cast on, and I don't think I've touched it since. So I need to get back to work on that. So I'll probably pick that one up next, finish the pair, and then pick up the second sock of this green pair. And then I have one more finished object to show, which is my Perfectionist Trap shawl. It is done. It is tiny. I ran out of yarn. But like I said, I think I mentioned in the last episode of the podcast that I didn't gauge swatch or anything, so this one's on me, but I just love the way that this yarn speckles. This is Piggy Pink from Mandy's Makings, and I mean, it's a little tight, but I mean, it still works. Like, you can still wear it. Okay, I got cut off talking about that, but I was pretty much done talking about finished objects, so I'm going to move into works in progress, which I only have 2 active whips right now. This is in one of my coffee shop bags, which is still in the shop if you are interested. This is my Granny Pop cardigan, and this is what she's looking like. It's a tangled mess. Ooh. But yeah, so there's, okay. So I only did a couple of rows since the last episode, but that coffee stitch marker is where I was. But yeah, not a lot to say on this. I'm still enjoying it. I will have to see if it's going to work, because it kind of seems big, but I don't know, because I like my cardigans to be like big and cozy, so I don't know where exactly it's supposed to sit, so I don't know, we'll see. But right now I'm enjoying it, so even if it ends up being a giant tent, I think I'll still wear it. I don't know, we shall see. And I also have in my 3 by the Sea project bag that I showed in the last episode, a new cast on. I cast this on yesterday, and we were sitting at an appointment today, and I realized it was way too big, so I ripped it out and I started it over. But it's gonna be a hat. It is the Around It Ghosts pattern by Nicole Vanderlee, and it's just baby beginnings. I'm making this just as kind of a palette cleanser project. Here is my beginning of round stitch marker, which it makes me so happy. So I have gone down a needle size. The pattern calls for a size 6, and I'm using a size 5. Hopefully that will help with my sizing issues earlier. But yeah, not a lot to show on that. It is a charted pattern, so I'm kind of excited to get to the chart portion. It's color work, and it is spooky. It's a ghost pattern. I don't know if I already said that, but it's like little ghosts on the hat, and I'm just really excited to get into like fall knitting, because fall is my favorite season, so I am excited to get to the color work on that. So I already talked a little bit about my like future knitting plans. I'm planning on catching up the second socks that I have the first socks completed, and then I'm also planning on making a sunflower donut to go with the sunshine donut. So the little girl that I babysat, her sister's nursery was sunflower themed, sunflower themed. So I think I'm going to make the little sunflower donut from the same pattern book. If I can, I will try to find a picture of what that one will look like and put it up here, but I have some yarn already that I pilfered from my mom's house. This will be the donut part, and then it has the flower petals, so that's what this is gonna be. So yeah, thanks Mom for the yarn. And then other future plans, I have been watching Kristen Lehrer's Mini Waffles, and she has influenced me to try out crocheting doilies. So I picked up, the only reason that I did this was because she showed this specific yarn and I loved the color. So this is Aunt Lydia's Crochet Thread Classic 10 and the color is Frosty Green. And I just thought it was so pretty, and it was only like $2.99 at Joann, and I already have like the steel crochet hooks that I would need, so I had to. But I don't have a pattern figured out yet. I have a lot. We've got a lot going on right now, so I don't need to worry about that yet, but I do have the crochet thread for when I'm ready to dive down that rabbit hole. Next up, I do have a shop update that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I put these project bags, in the shop last week, and there are still a few left. I only have, I think 12 of these in the shop. So there's the inside. It's like these little purple circles that I thought complemented like the purple here and here. So yeah, and as always there is a flower, a rose progress keeper on the zipper. So I have those in the shop. And then I also have on the go this cute print with like gnome bees. They're really cute for summer. I know summer's almost over, but I'm going to try. This is the inside fabric. I'm going to try to finish these and have them in the shop by next Friday. So I'm hoping that if I mention that here, I will stick to it and get them done for a little bit of accountability here. So if you're interested in that pattern, excited for that print, let me know by commenting down below. And hopefully that'll motivate me to keep going on those. But I'm still reading the same books. I haven't finished anything since the last episode of the podcast. And then we have a super busy weekend coming up. My husband's brother is coming to town, so we're going to be hanging out with them while they're here. And then we've been so busy lately, just running around doing our different groups and running errands and starting new projects. I don't have a fully fledged plan yet, but I am starting a baby blanket ministry at my church. I don't have all of the details yet, but if you are interested in donating yarn or knitting needles or crochet hooks or anything like that, or even finished baby blankets, let me know. My email is knitnowswatchlater@gmail.com. Just get in touch with me there, and as I iron out the details, I will get back to you and let you know more on what's going on with that. But I have someone who offered to make me a website, so I think once that is up and running and I have a little bit more like finalized details on that, I will definitely talk about it a lot more on the podcast. But that's kind of where all of my free time has been going recently and where my heart is, and just that's what I've been working on, and that's pretty much all that I have to talk about with you guys this week. So yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anything else. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try really hard to put out a new episode every couple of weeks, so until next time, happy knitting. Bye!